Hey guys, Coach Brandon Krause here. Today I got a cool one for you. We're going to be going over ways to strengthen your wrists, your grip, make your fists a little bit stronger, right? Because that is ultimately the last link of the chain of the punch, and you want it to be solid, all right? You want it to be solid, obviously in terms of avoiding injury, but also in terms of aiding your punching power. So stay tuned. So one of the standard exercises to help develop your forearms and your wrist is a forearm curl, right? Can you do it? It's a number of different variations. We're going to use a dumbbell here today. It doesn't have to be particularly heavy because what you really want to ensure is that you're going through a full range of motion. And what I do is I'm going to secure my forearm to my knee. I'm going to allow the weight to come all the way down until it's at the very end of my grip. It would fall if I went any further. And from here, I'm going to close my hand and flex my forearm for a last little bit of range of motion here, keeping it locked in place with my leg. And like I said, try to give yourself the greatest range of motion as possible. I'm not going particularly heavy. I'll be pumping out 15, 20 reps of these, right? And the more you work your forearms, the more endurance they will get. So just keep working your way to it. Got a cool apparatus that somebody built for me specifically for forearms, right? And what you do here is you're going to allow it to dangle and let gravity do its thing. And then you want to use your forearm to flex and bringing it horizontal. And you'll definitely be feeling this portion of your forearm and really helping with that lateral motion. And honestly, this is where a lot of the injuries happen. You can put the weight on the other side and do the same thing for the back of your forearm. You just want to keep this part of your arm locked out. Again, range of motion is very key to this. And I keep the reps somewhat high, 15, 20 reps, because I'm not going very heavy. But if you do want to increase the resistance, all you do is you just hold it out a little bit further. And the further out you hold it, the more resistance you feel. And if you don't have that apparatus that I had somebody make for me, you can find yourself like a sledgehammer or some sort of hammer, something that has one weighted end. And what you can do is you can put your hand in this curl position and be working on different rotation. The same concept, the further out I hold it, the more resistance I'm going to feel. This is going to help me with that rotational strength, and that often is the source of a lot of injuries, so it's good to stay up on this. Got these cool shot puts. I have a number of different weighted shot puts. This is the 12-pound shot put, right? And this is good for helping your isometric strength. So you want to work on that grip, get it out, almost like you're trying to palm a basketball or something like that, or certainly you can do it here. And it doesn't look so hard, but I'm telling you, it's incredibly difficult. And isometric contractions is the way that you're going to get the most muscle contraction. And the more muscle contraction that you can have, the most fiber contraction you can call upon, the stronger that muscle is going to be. Another cool one that has been making the rounds on social media that I think a number of you have been seeing Beach Beat do is where he does those push-up kind of modifications, putting his hands in different positions, right? And this is a good way to strengthen your grip, your forearms, and your fist also. You got to build yourself up to it because I think this is much more difficult than the other ones, but you just be starting here, coming to your knuckles, coming back to your fingertips, coming to your knuckles, coming back to your fingertips, coming to your knuckles. You certainly could just stay on your knuckles and be giving me good full old-fashioned push-ups in this position, or you can give me some Bruce Lee shit and do that same stuff right there on the tips of your fingers. I'm not going to go 2 fingers though, all right? But anyways, that's a little bit more advanced because that's going to take significantly more strength. Last one I will go over today is something that you can do at anywhere. You can find a heavy object that has some sort of handle, and it's just a farmer's carry. You're going to use that same isometric strength to pick something heavy up. Man, and you just hold it. You just find your beautiful place, and you try your best to keep that arm flexed. I'm not going to waste too much of your time here, right? But often I can keep this thing in my hands for a minute and a half, 2 minutes. I'm telling you, this is 70 pounds, and it's quite a bit of weight, and my forearm is really on fire trying to keep this in my hands. So, just a few exercises. There's many, all right? Do your homework, try to study, do some of those ones I showed you. use some variations of the ones that I showed you, right? And really trying to build all those muscles of the forearm to help you have a tight, strong wrist and fist that will help aid in your injury prevention and your punching power. So hope you dug it, and like and subscribe.